Hey guys, Professor Bill, Comic Book University, Daredevil issue number 25. Remember when I told you this was probably going to be a really excellent issue because it's the quarterly centennial issue, like issue number 25? Yeah. I was right. I was right. And I'm going to say that I feel a little bit bad I didn't do this a whole lot sooner because I'd heard the rumor about what happens in here, and there's going to be a whole bunch of people who are like, I didn't get my comic book because Professor Bill didn't tell me, and I actually do feel a little bit bad about it. I'm sorry, my peeps, but I promise you, this is almost definitely going to go to second print. I wouldn't be surprised if they already put the order in for a second print. So let's get talking about who made this comic book. I'll tell you about that thing and a whole bunch of other things in here. So the Red Fist, Part 1. Chip Zdarsky is the writer, Marco Checo on art, Marcio Menez doing the color art, and VC's Clayton Cowles on letters. Checo and Matthew Wilson doing the cover art, and there's two variant covers out there, so go enjoy. So anyway, this is an issue where I fell in love with everything that this team, this writing artist team is able to do. The stuff in the beginning where Matt's just like, I'm so in love with you, Elektra. And I mean, how could you not be in love with Elektra when she's got that Elektra assassin hair? I mean, come on. Is it fit for being an assassin? Hell no. I mean, is it manageable? Is it something where it's like this helps me to, throw my size and stuff like? No, it doesn't. Absolutely not. It's completely ridiculous and perfectly Elektra. So I'm loving every second of this, every flowing second of those gorgeous locks. Anyhow, so while he's saying I love you, she's like, yeah, I killed 5 people last week. And this is obviously way back in the day. So while this may be a little bit silly, guys, and you know what? Honestly, girls too. When you're so in love with the person that you're in love with, that other person could say almost anything. And it might rattle you a little bit, but it ain't shaking you. Am I right? Until that loving feeling, well, it might be just a lusty feeling, but whatever it is, until you're able to, wipe that off your back, it doesn't matter what they say to you. And you're just like, oh my God, yeah, I know 5 people. That's a funny joke. Oh, your hands are still red. Did you spill nail polish on yourself? Like, you will make whatever excuse for this person. So perfectly reasonable. Bring it up to the modern moment where she goes to have that conversation in the prison with Matt. I really liked this. He loves her. You can tell he still loves her, but he's also trying to push her away. He already knows that she loves him also because he's let her go and she has come back multiple times. Everybody knows that saying by now, right? If you love a thing, let it go. If it comes back, it's meant to be, She always comes back. Always. He very rarely ever finds her. She finds him. Of course, he's not too hard to find. He's going to be someplace in Hell's Kitchen. When he basically shoves her away and says, no, I don't believe you. It's not those old days anymore. I'm not head over heels in love with you anymore. Just, generally in love with you. She gets pushed away. She gets scorned, but she needs something from him. And I think he's going to recognize that because she's not the type to be tethered down, not even to freaking Matt. I mean, come on, for the love of God, right? So he's going to recognize something's up. I was a little confused when she started talking about the fist. Okay, so the Red Fist, actually. This is not the Iron Fist, the immortal Iron Fist. It's not what this is, because I really was confused at first. But you see the title at the back. It's, oh, okay, I get it. But she decides to go off and she decides to prove to him that they need to be together. Because there has to be a king and a queen in order for the Red Fist to be a thing. I'm not going to tell you the total spoiler about the reveal at the end, but it's cool to see Stick back. It's I kind of have a feeling where this is going to go. You know what? No, forget it. I'm not going to give you any spoilers for where I think this is going to go. Maybe next week I'll give you those spoilers. as far as this book in and of itself, here's this one spoiler, because I have to give you the spoiler for what this is. So I'm going to talk about the cover really quick, and then I'm going to go right into that spoiler. So, I love that they made the dressing orange. That is, it's a little detail. It's a minor detail. I imagine lots of people just looked at it and was like, oh, it's orange, and moved on, right? But, orange is the new black. Orange is the color that you usually get in prison. I thought this was great. I genuinely, honestly thought that was great. Just stupid little things like that. That's enough to make me go, they put some thought into this. I like it. Okay, now, spoiler time. So in the back of the book, and not just, actually it's not even on the last page, but in several of these pages, you will see Elektra as Daredevil. This is the first appearance of Elektra's Daredevil appearance. Is this going to mean anything past flippers where it's like, hey, you missed that book? Totally awesome stuff. It's going to be worth some money. It's worth $20 to you now. Now what? If you grab a copy or 6 of these, I think 5 to 10 is the usual number. This, with a small thing like this, is not an introduction of new characters, it's an introduction of a new costume. I think 3 to 5 is the average that people will go for. A first appearance of somebody that's obviously going to be somebody major, that's 10 copies. 20 copies when it's like, hey, here's the new Wolverine. What? Anyway, I wonder if they'll do that for Children of the Atom. Haha. So, first appearance of Elektra in this new costume, and it is, in fact, the first full appearance, because it's not just one panel, it's not just a cameo appearance. She's actually in several panels. She talks, she says, I'm Daredevil. More things happen after, so this is the first full appearance. And it wasn't announced beforehand, not that I noticed at least. So, I dig that, which means that you guys actually did have a chance to go in and get it. I went in and I get it. I didn't know what to expect when I came into the comic book store, and somebody's just like, hey, so apparently this is a big one. And I guess I could have said something on the This Week in Comics, and I didn't. I usually do, and this time I didn't, and that is totally on me. So anybody who's come to rely on me for this, I know I failed you, and I apologize. It was not with intent at all. So I hope you can get your hands in this. If you're only interested in the story, honestly, it'll be on the shelves again. I'd say in 3 weeks maximum a month, realistically, maximum a month. Probably though before Christmas, this will be up again. So possibly even before issue 26 comes out. So if you can wait a little while, read over your friend's shoulder, something like that. Probably not worth spending the $20 on, and I'm positive that price is going to come down again for quite some time, unless all of a sudden that appears in a movie or a TV series, then it's going to skyrocket and that's going to stay high. Anyway, that's really all for me. This was a really fun story. I liked it, and that's what I'm mainly here for. The art, I mean, come on, it's Checo. The guy's just, I may be butchering his name, but he doesn't butcher art. You know what I'm saying? This was a really good issue, as I guess we should have expected that it was going to be. I certainly did. I propagated that in the previous issue. Anyway, that's going to be it for me. I'll talk to you guys later. Like the video, watch an ad, and check out comicbookuni.com for all sorts of cool me on the internet stuff. I'm out. Professor Bill, Comic Book University. Class dismissed.